Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to a brand new video here. So today I've got another episode of the potential upgrades, and this time we are going to be doing the Serie A. This was actually suggested again by Project FIFA in the last episode, which was the La Liga. And after this video I'll probably be doing the Ligue 1, the French league, Ligue 1, whatever you want to call it, which is the only big league that I haven't actually done yet. I can't think of any other big leagues that I haven't actually done yet. Apologies if there's any like big leagues I've missed out that you're like fans of. But I think the Ligue 1 is the only big league left, apart from some of the smaller leagues, like obviously the SPL, Championship, which I will be doing as well. So after I've done the Ligue 1, which will be next video, then just put in the comments down below on that video which other league you want me to do, and I'll be sure to get around to doing it as soon as possible. So we're going to get straight to the first player in the Serie A video though, which is Gonzalo Higuain, who I was just having a look on the stats as well. Scored 36 goals last season for Napoli, which is just absolutely incredible. I didn't even take into account as well goals in the Cup, the Champions League, so he definitely deserves a huge upgrade, especially considering the fact that he got a £75 million transfer to Juventus, which will also probably be a factor that EA take into account when deciding what upgrades to give this guy. Now getting into the next player, we've got Icardi, who for many years on FIFA has been a very underrated striker. He's always had quite an underwhelming card considering how good he actually is. And I don't watch Inter, I'm not claiming that I do watch Inter, but all you have to do is look at his stats to realise that this guy does not deserve a 79 rated card. He deserves a lot higher, which is why I've given him a +2 upgrade. I don't think, even though I think he deserves an 83, looking at some of his stats from previous seasons, I don't think EA will give that big an upgrade when they haven't really had the habit of doing so with Icardi in the past. I can see them giving him a +2 upgrade. Even a +1 would kind of be getting there a little bit, but I think he deserves a +2. And looking at the stats I've given him there, it would look like a fantastic card. I've given him +2 pace, +2 dribbling, +4 shooting. I am going a bit ham on the shooting upgrades, but when you look at some of the goals and some of the stats goals-wise that these guys have got, I think they do deserve it. +4 shooting would put him to an 83, which I think would be more than deserved for Icardi. 0 defending, 1 passing, and +2 physical. And one thing it doesn't actually show on this guy's card, which because he has 74 physical, it doesn't actually show that much because he didn't have great strength. But in terms of heading, if you ever look at this guy's in-game stats, I think he's got like something like mid-80 heading or something, or even like near the 90s, which for a player who isn't the tallest and isn't the strongest is actually a really good stat. So I definitely recommend, if you are going to pick this guy up on FIFA 17, if he does have anywhere near them stats and you want to pick this guy up, definitely recommend crossing it into this guy, because he will definitely be more of a heading player, which is quite bizarre considering he's not the strongest player in the world. But I tried that on FIFA 16 and it definitely did the job. Now getting to the next player, we have got Lorenzo Insigne, another Napoli player in this video, who was absolutely incredible on FIFA 16 and had an absolutely fantastic season for Napoli last season, picking up 10 assists. Not many goals, but picking up 10 assists for Napoli, mainly going onto the head probably of Higuain, which is probably the reason why he got so many assists. I mean, when you've got a quality striker like Higuain up front, you're going to get a lot of assists regardless. But anyway, I do think he still deserves an upgrade considering he did get 10 assists last season, which is pretty decent. I've given him a +1 upgrade from an 82 to an 83. I haven't actually given that many +1 upgrades since doing this series, so it is quite the first probably, or probably the second actually. I've done 1 or 2 +1 upgrades, but Lorenzo Insigne is one of them. I've given him a +1 pace, +1 dribbling, putting him a 90 pace and 89 dribbling, which just looks incredible by itself, really. You could just take all the other stats he's got, and he would still look like a fantastic card just for that. But I've given him a +2 shooting as well, nothing on his defending, and +3 passing as well, and 0 physical. Would look like an absolutely fantastic card, and would be one that a lot of people would pick up if they are building a Serie A team. And guys, the next player, we've got Leonardo Pavoletti, who is probably the biggest upgrade that I've actually done on this series. I've given him a +5 upgrade from a 71 to a 76. Played absolutely. He was one of them players actually like Vardy, who I didn't have a fantastic season like seasons before last season, but just out of nowhere he just scored so many goals. He scored 14 goals last season, which, you know, isn't a huge amount of goals. It's not like in the top 3 goal scorers. I think he got 5th in the end. Yeah, 5th top goal scorer in the Serie A, which considering he was a 71 rated card, I think deserves a huge upgrade and at least getting into the gold. I was tempted to give him a 75, but I thought I'd just bump him to a 76, giving him a +5 upgrade. And looking at some of the stats there, I mean, some of the stats as well would look a lot better from his card on FIFA 16. I've given him a +3 pace, bumping him up to a 70, +6 dribbling, +5 shooting, +3 defending, +3 passing, and +4 physical. Looking like a lot better of a card, and looking like one of them one of them cheap strikers that might be good, might be awful, but it's just worth trying him out, which I will probably do with this guy. I mean, it looks like he's got a decent card, not the greatest pace, but decent shooting, and all around could be a bit of a hidden gem on FIFA 17. And again, to the next player, we have got Riccardo Saponara, who plays for, I think it's Empoli. Empoli, I think. I'm sure it's Empoli. Yeah, that's Empoli actually, from the Serie A. Another one of them players who hasn't had like great seasons before, but last season just came out of nowhere and played absolutely fantastic. I think Empoli are like a mid-table team as well, and so he definitely did well to do as well as he did. And last season he managed to pick up how many assists that I can't actually find on it. So last season he managed to pick up 11 assists for a pretty mid-table Empoli team, not the greatest team in the world, which I think is definitely needed over an upgrade. He had a 77 rated card last year. I was tempted to push him up to an 80 rated card, but I thought I'd just keep it just below. He seemed as though he only had one good season really, so I didn't want to go too over the top. But I've given him a +1 pace, +2 dribbling, +2 shooting, 0 defending and 2 passing with 0 physical. And it would look like a decent little card. Definitely probably one of the cheaper cams that you could pick up in the Serie A and in the game. And probably wouldn't cost too much when you're taking the fact that you got some better cams for probably just the same amount in the Serie A. But it would probably still be one of them cards that you would maybe pick up just to see what they're like. I mean, 80 passing would be pretty decent on that card. And definitely some decent stats like 77 pace and 82 dribbling would definitely be worth trying this guy out to see if he's any good on the FIFA 17. And again, to the last player in this video, we have got Leonardo Bonucci from Juventus, who's actually been linked fairly strongly with a move to Manchester City, and also Man United have been linked as well. I can see Bonucci staying at Juventus. I think he's like 29 at the moment. But he did have a fantastic season for Juventus last season, I think he got like the best defender award or something. There was some sort of award that he got. He was in the best defenders though in Serie A, which I think that on its own deserves getting an upgrade. But I have given him a +2 upgrade from an 83 to an 85. Definitely looks like a really good card and probably deserved for a defender of Bonucci's quality. I think 83 was a good card, but I think 85 is more suited to Bonucci's quality, considering he is a top centre-back probably in the world and definitely in the Serie A as well. Now getting into the stats, I've given him an upgrade I've given him a +2 upgrade on his pace, 0 dribbling, 0 shooting, +3 defending, +1 on his passing and +2 on his physical. And looking at his stats, I mean, he's at 88 defending would be a fantastic stat. I mean, I think a lot of defenders, mainly like 84 and above, have like nearly 90 defending, which is just absolutely insane, considering some of them will be fairly cheap. But 83 physical as well, fantastic stat, and decent pace as well. I mean, I know I haven't given him a huge upgrade on his pace, but 70% to a 72 will probably be noticeable going into FIFA 17 and would probably be one of the top centre backs to get in the game, and will be an absolutely fantastic player. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, then be sure to hit the like button down below, and like I said, for sure in the comments down below as well what leagues you want me to do after I've done the Liga Earn, and I'll be sure to do them. So hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, then be sure to hit the like button down below, and don't forget to subscribe guys, and I'll see you guys next time.